Infrastructure Week. I'm so happy to say that, Infrastructure Week. Folks, yesterday, I don't think it's an exaggeration to suggest that we took a monumental step forward as a nation. We learned that our economy created 5.6 million jobs since we took office in January 20th. We did something that's long overdue, that long has been talked about in Washington, but never actually been done. The House of Representatives passed an Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. That's a fancy way of saying a bipartisan infrastructure bill, a once-in-a-generation investment that's going to create millions of jobs, modernize our infrastructure, our roads, our bridges, our broadband, a whole range of things, to turn the climate crisis into an opportunity.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and did you hear that? Let me say that number again for the people in the back. 5.6 million jobs. Under President Biden, the economy has created more jobs in the first 10 months of any president in the history of the United States. And Trump ran his entire campaign and presidency on jobs and infrastructure, and he never accomplished anything on either. The only thing Trump built was a wall, and not even a complete wall. And you know damn well Mexico didn't pay for it. Nothing separates the former and current president like these past few weeks. Getting infrastructure bills passed with a divided Congress is tough. President Biden got it done, and with bipartisanship. Did Trump and Moscow Mitch ever even bring up infrastructure legislation? No, they didn't. And yet Donald Trump campaigned on that. The past several weeks have been frustrating from our side. Between Manchin and Sinema and the Virginia elections, we have taken a beating in the media as well as online social media. But folks, governing is not easy. Tweeting is. President Biden and the Democrats have spent thousands of hours negotiating over every last cent. And we're not there yet, but to get the first part of that bill passed, the House, and even getting some moderate Republicans on board was a Herculean effort that President Biden deserves a lot of credit for. So his laughter here, in part, is relief and also part accomplishment. And in my eyes, that is completely deserved. Infrastructure means economic prosperity, jobs, good paying jobs, union jobs, but it also means safety. Not too long ago, an entire building in Miami collapsed just like that. No accident, no explosion, no nothing. One moment it was standing and the next it came crumbling down, and tragically dozens of lives were lost. A few years ago in Minnesota, the same thing happened, only this time it was on a bridge. The bridge collapsed with cars traveling across it, and once again, lives were lost. When President Biden speaks about infrastructure, this is what he is talking about. And when those that oppose him say it's too expensive, well, tell that to the American families that lost loved ones in those horrific accidents that could have easily been avoided. This fight is not over, and the Republicans fight dirty, and they do not care about anything that I just spoke about. They want to keep the status quo as is and keep those lobbyists and those big fat corporate checks coming in. After all, who do you think is going to be paying for all this? President Biden is going to make the corporations and the lavishly wealthy in this country pony up, and it's about damn time. In fact, the last time this happened was when FDR was the president, and he did the exact same thing. He made corporations pay for his infrastructure plan that lifted our country out of the Great Depression. They say history repeats itself. In this case, I hope so. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.